Hi, I'm Chef Luke Peters, and today we're doing a recipe to celebrate National Chocolate Day, which is going to be Sunday, July 7th, and it'll be a personal favorite holiday of mine because I'm a chocoholic. It's a great ingredient. You can use it in all different kinds of dishes, whether it be entrees or desserts. But today, since it's kind of summer and hot weather out, we'll do a nice dessert for it. So it's going to be Chef Luke's Death by Chocolate Strawberry Sundae. So this would be something that you can get the kids involved with. And what we're doing is we're actually making kind of a chocolate bowl out of melted chocolate. So we've got all the ingredients and stuff that you'll need right here. You will need some water balloons, but it's summer, so hopefully you've got some of those just hanging around your house. And we'll just need some chocolate for melting. I like using a Ghirardelli chocolate, which is also the chocolate that we're using in our new chocolate chip cookie program down in our bakeries. So it's a really, really nice semi-sweet chocolate. And for the white chocolate, which kind of gives you another level of color in these chocolate bowls, I just use a baker's white chocolate. So it's just something that you can just find. It'll come in these little bricks as opposed to the chips. So we'll take a couple pots of water. You want to get those good and boiling to start off with. And then you need a couple mixing bowls and then your two chocolates. So we'll show you what that looks like right now. We've got a couple of bowls going right over here. These are just a mixing bowl. We've got the chocolate I've got already melted in here, but you're just putting the chocolates right in there. I've already got some melting, so it makes it a little bit easier to add a little bit more into it. So, and then these white chocolate squares, they just kind of looks like a big thick Hershey's bar, but you can just throw these right in there. And the thing is that you don't want to get any kind of liquid with this. It'll do what they call seizing up the chocolate, and it'll just turn into like a solid mass and it won't melt. We're needing this to be a melted consistency. So just kind of mixing around these into there until we get like a really nice smooth chocolate. So we'll have a little bit of this melted, and again the same with the just regular Ghirardelli chocolate chips. These chips are a little bit smaller, so they'll melt down a little bit easier. And we will need just a couple spoons so that we can kind of pour it onto the water balloons. So we've got, you can get these at any of your general merchandise areas at your Hy-Vees. Just a big old thing of water balloons. And you just save a few, keep them hidden from the kids, and grab a couple of these. Now, you don't want to blow these up very much, because if you put pressure into here, the heat from the chocolate with the pressure inside the balloon will burst one, as I found out earlier. So be very, very careful. So just take your balloon, that's about as far as you want to blow it up. Just real, real small. Just get it kind of tied off. And we'll just do a couple of them. Now what you want to do to start off with is you're going to put a little bit of chocolate down on the plate first. But you're going to need some pan spray because you got to keep layers between this. So we'll put some right down, and don't be afraid to put a good thick coating. Make sure you got a little space where this plate will set into your refrigerator. So we'll start off with, we can just take some of our chocolate, and we're just putting a little bit down onto the plate. You just want a little tiny bit. This is where your balloon's going to set while it chills in the fridge. So just a little dollop, and put that back onto there. So the thing that you want to make sure of is to spray the bottoms of your balloons pretty good before you put the chocolate onto it. Make sure, again, it's very smooth. So a little bit of spray on there. We can add a little bit of the chocolate and spread it out. And like I said, this looks as messy as it is. You're just kind of making sure that you look around and don't see any spots of the balloon that are just open, because this is going to be kind of a bowl, so you're kind of wanting to just kind of keep going around, adding a little bit more chocolate. until you get it about maybe a third of the balloon covered with some couple different colors of chocolate. We'll just turn this upside down, set it right there so that it kind of just sets up like that. We'll try get a couple of these done. Like I said, just be careful. Make sure that your chocolate cools down a little bit. Then we'll take this and we'll put it right over into our fridge, and we can this is going to probably want to set for about 20 minutes to a half an hour. So I'll put that in there and I'll show you what a couple of these done look like. Okay, so we have these right here. This is what it kind of comes out looking like. Now the best way that I've found to kind of pull the balloon out of here is you're going to kind of pull it out like this. Just let a little bit of the air out. Okay, and then it'll kind of just deflate down, and you'll pull the balloon right out of the center of this. Comes right out. Then you have a little chocolate shell, different varying chocolates. So we've got a couple of them right here. So we can set those right out. And now we have a couple of the ingredients that we're going to make this Death by Chocolate strawberry sundae. Is, like I said, we have the sliced strawberries. Now this kind of makes a good, nice warm topping. So what we're going to do is we want to add a little bit of flavor to it. I mean, you can get this right out of there. It's just going to be a nice syrupy flavor. But I like to take some of those strawberries. The trick is just microwave this for about 45 seconds, and then it'll come out of this. And then you can throw it right into a saucepan and just kind of cook it so it melts down to where it's a soft. I mean, we just got it kind of a nice consistency right here. So we'll add a little bit of our alcohol into here. Okay, so I've got a Chateau de Ségur Sauterne. It's a 2003 French wine that's going to be a little bit more alcohol content, but it's a really almost like a sweetened dessert wine. And then everybody's favorite, Bacardi 151. So we'll put a little bit of this in here. Don't need a whole lot, but take it like this. Then we'll ignite the alcohol so that that'll burn off. It'll also kind of give it a little bit of a different flavor. You just kind of shake the pan. That keeps the alcohol moving around, and it'll stop burning as soon as the alcohol is gone. But it'll give a nice, just really, really nice level of flavor onto this topping. Alright, so we'll keep a little bit of the hot water that we used for our bain marie with our ice cream scoop. You can just kind of get the scoop a little bit warm. That way you can kind of get a good scoop of ice cream out of here. And I just used some of your nice Hy-Vee Dutch chocolate. Put a scoop right in the center. Now we can take a little bit of our strawberry sauce. Make sure and get some of the strawberries. We'll just put that right onto this. It says Cool Whip frosting, but it's realistically just kind of a nice little other Cool Whip topping. So it looks just like a chocolate Cool Whip, but it's kind of a frosting, so it gives you a nice little extra added sweetness. This is a very sweet dessert and a very chocolatey dessert, but it goes good for some of the nice warm weather out there. So we'll put a little bit more of the strawberries. And we have Chef Luke's Death by Chocolate Strawberry Sundae. Bon appetit. We'll take a little bit of our white chocolate, and don't worry, this is as messy as it looks, but it all kind of turns out kind of cool in the end. So, whoa, we'll pause that one.
I was zoomed in at that moment. I wish I would have got.
Were you? Oh. Well, at least I got a glove. Is it on my hat?
No.
Sweet.